Good morning. Well, I'm going to finish up painting this ShelterLogic garage in a box, shop in a box, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to paint the rest of the cover. I've already done this side, and in my opinion, this is probably the number one thing you could do, the number one hack to extend the life of these covers. So let's take a look around. As you can see, I've coated this whole side, and it makes such a huge difference. That side has been coated. You can see you can't see through the fabric anymore. It's much stronger, and this is the inside, but the outside is where we painted it or coated it. And this side on the roof has got one coat. This has got a couple coats. You can see the tape where I had to try to stop the rips and the holes from spreading. This is on the inside again. The outside's got the coat. And over here on this side, on the outside, it's got a coat of the roof sealer. Down here it doesn't, and you can see how the fabric or the material of this ShelterLogic coat or cover is starting to thin. You can see the light much more coming through it. And it's been a little over a year, or close to a year, that I've had this, which is how long their warranty lasts. So today we're going to do the bottom half, finish it up, and this will really extend the life of your cover. I'm going to put another coat up on this side on the top as well. And I'm using the Lanco White Seal Modified Acrylic Latex Elastomeric Roof Sealer. I coated last summer I coated the roof of my fifth wheel trailer with it, and it's great. I've been up there. No leaks, gives it a really good, durable, strong coating. This is about $20 a can at, well, I got it at Home Depot. I don't know where else they sell it, but, and so to do the entire ShelterLogic cover, it's about 5 gallons. And again, I think this is probably the best thing you could do if you really want to make it last, especially if you're like I am out here in the desert. You got heat, you got sun, UV rays, wind, snow, rain, and we've got the monsoons coming, so this will really help give it a protection, an extra coat of protection, and just stop the deterioration of the cover, which like I said, this is about a 1-year warranty, and then after that it just really starts falling apart. So I'm gonna get busy before it gets too hot and finish coating it, and I'll let you see what it looks like when it's all done. So as you can see, we're looking at the inside of the ShelterLogic shop or garage. Much darker now that the outside has a couple coatings of the white latex roof sealer, acrylic latex, polymeristic, I think, or polymastic polymer. Much darker in here, much cooler. And here's the side I just did, nice and bright. That's a couple coats. And this roof sealer really bonds well with the that material, that fabric. It just absorbs it, gives it so much more strength. I could do the ends, although they don't get as much stress as the roof does, or sunlight. I would have to roll it and just avoid the zippers. But then if I paint this or coat the ends, I think it might be a little more difficult to roll them up if I want to open up. So I'll leave them the way they are. I think they'll survive. So I got this finished right before the winds start picking up. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Now what I might do is buy another gallon and just give the top right along that center ridge, center poles, another coat just to give it more strength. And maybe this side a little, right, kind of the top quarter of it, another coat as well, just to really make it last longer. But I'm pleased with it. Let's take a look on this side. Now I've got this big white canvas. What should I do with it? Maybe over here. Whew, the wind is really starting to pick up. Maybe on this surface I'll paint a huge American flag. That might be cool. They'd be able to see it from the railroad and from Route 66 over there. Well, anyway, I think this is something that if you get one of these, let me go over here inside out of the wind. If you've got one of these ShelterLogics that have the cover that's got a 1-year warranty, I would suggest doing this if you want it to last longer than a year. Depending on your situation, where you live, the conditions around, the environmental conditions. If you live in a forest with lots of shade and not much wind, it'll last probably a lot longer and you wouldn't need to do this unless you really want to. And so anyway, that's it. Hope this is helpful, and be safe and be prepared.